Hi all, my name is Manel Grishi and today I'm presenting our paper entitled on the impact of multilingual development in machine learning frameworks. So first we need to define what is a multilingual system. So basically it is any software system where its own code base should be developed in at least two programming languages and should be executed at runtime. So this definition excludes files such as makefiles, or shell scripts, but also it excludes third libraries where its own code base does not belong to the system own code base because the maintenance is external from the system itself. Next question to ask is how to link between this programming language. So here we consider the following function interface, the FFI. As we know, FFI allows to communicate language between each other. So here we consider a type of FFI, the Java native interface. So JNI allows the combination between a code Java and with the C code. So basically we have a declared method with the keyword native that should be implemented in the C part following the JNI rules. Nowadays, multilanguage is everywhere. As we know, the most famous websites such as Google, Instagram, or Facebook are all of them multilanguage. And also multilanguage nowadays is even in machine learning frameworks. So here we show examples of TensorFlow, PyTorch, Theano that are all of them multilanguage frameworks developed with at least 5 programming languages. However, multilanguage lead to have more complex software contribution, so more complex multilanguage pull request. Here we show an example of a multilanguage pull request with 90 commits that was rejected after 36 days. A second example of multilanguage pull request that was rejected after 97 days, and the last example that was rejected after 48 days. So basically our research question in this paper, so first we analyzed the prevalence of multilanguage development in machine learning frameworks. Then we analyzed the acceptance ratio of multilanguage pull requests in machine learning frameworks. The research question 3 was more about the acceptance period or the rejected period of the multilanguage pull request, and the last research question about the bug proneness in multilanguage pull requests in machine learning frameworks. So our study design consists of defining two sets of this system. Each set of the system, we have the category 1, which is basically a 10 multilanguage machine learning frameworks, and we have a second category, the category 2, 10 multilanguage additional systems. We used as well a third category, category 3, the monolanguage machine learning to control for beat. Basically, we split the pull request into the multilanguage pull request, the monolanguage pull request to analyze the acceptance ratio, the acceptance period, and the bug proneness. To give an idea about our data, so here we show in blue the number of the commits, where in red we have the proportion of multilanguage commits. So in category 1, on the plot on the left, we have a median of 4,370 multilanguage pull requests, where in the plot on the left for the traditional system, on the right, sorry, for the traditional systems, we have a median of 5,745 multilanguage commits. Coming to the first research question, so first result, here we find that both categories, the category 1 with category 2, are comparable in terms of number of pull requests, where we find a non-significant p-value. So here we can assume that both categories are similar to each other. And the second finding or second result shows that even in the proportion of multilanguage pull requests, both categories 1 and 2 are also similar to each other with the same median. Regarding the research question 2, so first result, here we find that monolanguage pull requests are more accepted than multilanguage pull requests in category 1 in the traditional systems, with a significant difference or significant p-values of 0.023 between the multilanguage pull request and monolanguage pull request in category 1, where we didn't find any significant difference for the category 2 for the traditional systems between the multilanguage pull request and the monolanguage pull request. Regarding the research question 3, so first we find that machine learning frameworks take longer to reject a pull request than traditional systems. And the second finding shows that machine learning frameworks, multi-language pull requests take longer to be accepted than the monolanguage pull request. So basically here we can conclude that multi-language in machine learning frameworks are more challenging than multi-language pull requests in traditional systems. Regarding the research question 4 for the bug proneness, so here we didn't find any significant difference between the bug proneness in multi-language pull requests in category 1 and category 2, so basically between the traditional systems and the machine learning frameworks, but also we didn't find any significant difference between the monolanguage pull requests in category 1 with the monolanguage pull request in category 2. So we can say that there is no link between multi-language pull requests and bug proneness in machine learning frameworks. However, here monolanguage pull requests in machine learning seem to be more bug proneness, as we find a significant difference between monolanguage pull requests in category 1 with 2 and monolanguage pull requests in category 2 in traditional systems with category 3. So as discussion, so first in the research question 2, we find or we can conclude that machine learning domain presents more challenge for developers than the domain of traditional systems. So in research question 2, as we see on the plot, we find that it is related only to machine learning with no relation to the multi-language or monolanguage concept. For the research question 3, we find that the challenge comes more from the combination together of multi-language development with machine learning frameworks. We can observe this in the plot as well, as we put the research question 3 with X in machine learning with Y in multi-language development. And for the fourth research question regarding the bug proneness, we find that the introduction of bugs is not related to multi-language development, but is more related to the difference in domain, if it is machine learning or non-machine learning. And we can see also here in the plot that we put it even in non-machine learning or in machine learning with no relation with the Y axis. So as summary, first we defined the multi-language systems, then we presented our research questions in the papers. We presented as well the steps followed to answer this research question, and finally we showed our result with the p-values to confirm this result. Thank you.